Hey everyone, my name's James. I'm the service manager here at Archibalds Porsche.
And I'm Paulino Saavedra, the workshop manager.
We have a pretty unique car in today. We've got a Carrera GT in that we're doing a service on. Not often we get one of these come through our doors, so I thought it'd be a really good opportunity to explain to some of you a couple of cool and unique things that these cars have that you might have seen if you're a Porsche fanatic that follows into some of the modern things that we have. I'm going to start you down here. We've got even down to the actual wheel locking bolts. Now, these are what we call a central wheel lock. This is pretty familiar with some of our newer models, especially our GTS models. This one's actually coloured red, and I'm just going to bring you around the other side. We have a blue one. The reason for the colours is the blue ones are left-hand threaded. So the reason they do that is because on the side of the car, it's trying to stop the wheels coming undone unintentionally. One of the other cool things that this has too is, if you just come in and have a look here, as we tighten this up, some of you might be saying, oh, you're tightening it up the wrong way, but no, the right way. We have that little spring thing that pops out there. What that does, it actually locks the wheel lock to the wheel. Just in the event that it did come slightly loose, you've just got that extra level of protection that stops it falling off the wheel.
Everything's non-conventional in this vehicle, even the transmission. If you look at the transmission, the top casing is the oil tank for the engine. And then if you can see the way the gears are laid out, they have direct drive to the output shafts. All the gears are laid sideways, and it's a direct drive to the output differential. The reason why they had to design that, because the vehicle has such a low center of gravity, that the flywheel is only like 192 millimeters wide. And in order to accept that flywheel, they couldn't put a dual mass flywheel on the transmission. So the input shaft kind of has torsional rigidity that takes place as a dual mass flywheel. Yeah, the design of the grille with the honeycomb, Porsche designed it this way. They figured out that this was the most airflow and the most strength you can get with the mesh like this. It's made out of stainless steel, and it is pretty strong. You can't really dent it by pushing it. There is another grille back here which houses the exhaust system. When you take this car off for a long drive and it gets hot, there's a fan that comes on to cool this off. At the same time, the wing will raise automatically by itself, so you won't damage any of the components.
We've got two big holes in the side of the car. Now, the reason that these are here for, the way the airflow comes through the car to cool the car. I'll put it up in the air in a second to show you guys underneath it, but there's a big opening in the front of the car there. It actually drags the air up into the car, runs over a radiator where coolant runs through. What that does is that air then passes through the radiator, pops out under the wheel arch there, and it throws it up the back of the hole in the car. So two things, helps with cooling and adds to aerodynamics of the car. One of the cool things about this car is the whole frame of the car, body, floor pan, all that, it's all made of carbon fibre. Now, most vehicles you'd have a aluminium construction, steel construction, not this car, all carbon fibre. It's very, very strong, but it's also very, very light, which adds to the overall weight down on this car. So it gives it some of its super fast performance.
You bolt it onto the carbon fiber. It's an aluminum piece. Because the center of gravity lies here in the back, if you remove the front wheels or start disassembling anything in the front, the car could teeter-totter. So some of the repair instructions is to tie the car down.
So what you're trying to say, Paulino, is that really you can't even check these cars without special tooling and everything like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so that's quite unique. It's something I haven't come across in 20 plus years, but this is the first time for everything. If you come around here, I was talking about earlier the airflow through the car. If you look through here, here's the big hole. So the radiator on this car actually sits at an angle like that, about a 45-degree angle. This is where the airflow comes through the radiator, cools the water in there.
Yeah, right behind the radiator, there's a big duct that goes around to each fender, and all the wind comes out of these fenders. Yeah, if you look under here, you could probably see the big duct where the airflow comes out. As the air escapes, they use it for aerodynamics, and it goes along the door. Yeah, if you look at the bottom, there's a couple things here. There's all these diffusers and these cavities here that create low pressure. There's these here. At speed, this creates a lot of downforce.
Bit of a fun fact for you, this elevated center console was adopted into the first generation of Panamera. And it's pretty much followed all our models after that, up until the current generation, to be honest. It's pretty cool technology that we've had back then. It's now still got that DNA in our modern cars.
See, a lot of people don't know that this fender is a one piece to this fender. This is all one nose. When you disassemble this vehicle, this comes out as one piece. It's a 5.7 liter V10. It's got titanium rods, a really low center of gravity. It's almost, you could say it's about that far off the ground. They had to develop a special clutch for it. It's a carbon ceramic clutch. Since it helps with the low center of gravity. If they put a regular size clutch in it, it would have been hitting the ground. So they had to make it smaller and actually stacked it. It's got a couple stacks in it.
So that increased the surface area of the clutch by just putting more plates on it?
Yeah.
That's how they've done it? Yeah, cool. I also noticed, Paulino, you said it was a V engine, so it's not a flat engine like we have in our 911 or 987 Boxster or Cayman sports cars.
Correct.
Yeah, so it's a V. So it goes like this, not like that.
68 degrees V.
Yeah.
So this whole car was actually developed for Le Mans vehicle that Porsche was going to race, and they ended up not making the program, and they ended up developing it into a road car.
So obviously, Paulino, these cars are quite rare, quite unique. How many of them were produced worldwide?
So they were out to produce 1,500, and I believe only 1,300 were made.
Yeah, so quite rare. So 1,300 made back in 2014. You can probably imagine now some of those aren't around anymore. So they're still a really, really rare car. So super privileged to have it in our service centre here at Archibalds Porsche in Christchurch. Hey, that's about as much as we have to show you for now. Thanks for watching. And we're going to try and do a few more of these things just to keep you guys engaged, show us what's going on in the workshop, show you what we have, we get cool things in. So yeah, just keep an eye on this channel and hopefully we can update you with a few more things too. Also, if you've got anything you want to know about, or cars you'd like to see, let us know in the comments and we'll go from there.